We heard a lot today about what TripAdvisor's been up to, but tell us what Fodor's has been up to.
Well, Fodor's has historically been a travel publisher, but we've been on online for the last 10 or 12 years. And not only do we have great professional content, but we also have great community. We have one of the most largest active forums. And what we're working on is trying to integrate our professional content with our user-generated content. So, for example, we've been running a contest. It's called Show Us Your Alaska. We want our users to send their photographs in to us. We post them on our web. We put them in our books. And we're really trying to marry up professional content with user-generated content.
And are you looking to create a sort of tool or a recommendation sort of wizard with all of this content that you have?
Well, Fodor's by definition recommends. So that's what we do when we talk about restaurants or hotels or destinations. We're giving recommendations. The challenge for us is to really harness the forum content and make that more easily used by our users for recommendations. We have about 1 million posts, and the challenge is really to distill that information and make it user-friendly, so to speak, to the people who come to our web.
So how are you bringing in an element of customization? So knowing that someone traveling with kids might want a different experience than someone traveling with a romantic partner.
Well, there's really two ways to answer that question, and one is that if you go to our site, it's easy to navigate to our site. We have special sections for kids. We talk about our hotels being romantic, or we offer that kind of experience. But whether consumers want to build customized guides and put the energy that is necessary to build those guides, that is an unanswered question. And even if they do build those guides, we're not quite sure they're willing to pay for it.
Got it. So would you think or consider in the future working with some sort of data partners to link together a network, if you will, so that you don't have to ask the consumer what they prefer? You're getting that information from somewhere else.
You know, we're certainly willing to work with partners, and we are certainly trying to figure out how to solve that problem. But I think there's a little bit of a difference as to this is the kind of person I am, as opposed to being inspired for the kind of trip that I want to take. So if I go to Cozumel, I want to go diving. I don't want to go to architecture or history. If I go to Paris, I may want to go to the Louvre. I'm the same person, but I'm looking for a different kind of experience. So if you go to a data company that tries to peg who I am, you're not going to necessarily understand that I want to go diving in Cozumel and I want to go to a museum in Paris.
So how do you think your offering will change, say, in the next 5 years?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that question.
How do you think your offering will change in the next 5 years?
I think that we are going to become a lot more experiential. It's not going to be just about listings of hotels and restaurants, but it's really going to be about the different kinds of experiences that you can have when you travel to a destination, and we're going to try to make that content a lot richer. We're going to include a lot more user-generated content and also local experts.